Some time ago, I asked Sushang to have a chat with Yin Sui to see if we could secure Spices Supreme as the next client for the dock. I've heard Sushang has made some progress. She could use some extra hands. Would you mind helping her out? Thanks so much. I would have helped her myself, but I've been drowning in paperwork in preparation for the bidding. Sushang is waiting for you at Spices Supreme. Go find her when you have the time.
Over here! Right on time to pay the bill. Sushang told me all about what you did to help the shops in the alley. Very impressive. I wish Spices Supreme would step up their game, though. It'd be a dream come true if I could order takeout from the Alchemy Commission.
Unbelievable, right? The food is so good. Chef Yen Sui used to be on the president's side. After she heard about Mingxi's plans, she decided to cooperate with the dock. It's a good opportunity.
There's finally hope for Spices Supreme takeout!
Not only that, putting Spices Supreme on the map would increase interest in the alley as a whole. To get us started, I've proposed a crossover between the Merchant Guild and Spices Supreme. Buy a meal box and get a visiograph of Bailu.
Wait a second! I'm not sure about that idea. If the elders find out, they'll say I'm tarnishing my image or something.
Yen Sui has agreed to offer you free meals throughout the crossover.
Happy to help.
Come, let's go talk to Yen Sui.
Now, would you mind giving me the lowdown on this crossover event?
In short, Spices Supreme will release a series of crossover meal deals. Customers get Aurum Alley shopping coupons when they place an order. And, in addition to the coupons, you can get a visiograph of Bailu, our alley ambassador. Yep, of course, Chef Yen Sui will have the final say on what to include in these deals. Although some basic options should include meal for one, meal for two, and family meal. Yes, when customers are done eating, they can come to the alley for a stroll. We need someone famous for branding. Lady Bailu is the High Elder of the Vidyadhara, and also the most sought-after doctor in the Alchemy Commission. If she can be our ambassador, we'll have queues for miles.
Wow, that's a lot of information. I haven't wrapped my head around it, but I'm sure you'll do a good job.
Leave it to me. About these visiographs, what do you need me to do?
Let's shoot 3 theme sets. Bailu at the alley entrance, Bailu and sight cranes, and the last one should be... maybe Bailu and friends? I mean, why not? Aurum Alley, a LaFu top 10 destination for Outworlders. So, have you made up your mind? Are we shooting Bailu or you? Sure. Let's go, folks. That's it! Cute! Here we go! Hey, Bailu, be natural! We need a slogan to go with the picture. I wish I'd read more books. Any ideas?
Aurum Alley.
Let's leave the slogan to Mingxi. We should head to the next location. 3, 2, 1. What's the word again? 3, 2, 1, cheese! 3, 2... Gotta have another slogan for this one.
Thanks for the reminder.
Let's leave the slogan to Mingxi. We should head to the next location. Remember, smile when you say the word. Cheese! Mung bean! Come on, I need another slogan. Last one, please.
One slogan to rule them all.
I'll ask Mingxi for some more ideas later. Let's go back to Yensui's place.
Yensui has just told me to go ahead with the partnership.
Bailu can finally have her takeout.
That's the only good news today.
If we want to start making takeout, we're gonna need more hands in the kitchen. Mingxi, how likely is it that the guild will win the bid? I'm trying to work out what the future holds for Spices Supreme.
I can't say for certain, but with you on board, our chances have greatly increased.
I'm glad to hear it. Dragon Lady, why don't you drop by the restaurant? I'll make you some smoked patty.
Thanks. I'm starving.
Mr. President, they've arrived.
You'll forgive me for not shaking hands. Indeed. I must admit I didn't expect much when Mingxi first brought you to me. I thought you were just another group of strangers who meant well, but wouldn't make a difference. To my disbelief, not only did you manage the lease, but you stayed to convince others, including me, that our cause is one that is worth fighting for. Even now, it's hard for me to imagine how you are going to win the bidding. As slim a chance as we have, there is still hope. Go, and may good tidings come with you when you return.
All remains as it did yesterday.
It never struck me that someone as humble and kind as Xiao Han would work together with the likes of Scott.
Before I met Xiao Han, I always imagined everyone at the IPC would be like Scott, overbearing and dodgy. Now I understand. The IPC has many faces.
Palace of Astrum is up ahead. Ready?
Let's do this.
Before we place our bid, let's go over our key points again. This is the most tangible achievement of our Alley Revival project. It demonstrates that the Alley still has plenty of life in it. Having enough funding to back up our bid is key to competing with the IPC.
Because of the crossover meal deals, the Alley has seen an uptick in customers.
It goes to show that the Alley still lives up to its name, as one of the best food destinations. The president conducted a poll to gather the shop's opinions on the future of the alley. More and more shops have voiced their support for the guild and expressed their confidence in our revival project. Let's go. The bidding is about to begin.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I am invited to host the public bidding of the Aurum Alley Commercial District. With members of all parties present, the proceedings may begin. I hereby ask all parties to submit your support documents for evaluation. The documents should include scope of business, ratio of contributions, and registered capital. Representatives of all parties, please be ready to brief the review committee on your business plans. By personal request of the committee, a discussion session will be added to allow all participants to raise and answer questions.
No. Usually you just submit your bid and wait for the result. But Madame Yukong wants us to have a proper debate to better understand each other's points.
Xiao Han, whenever you are ready, tell us about your plan for Aurum Alley.
Members of Aurum Alley Merchant Guild, I hope you're all keeping well. By utilizing the dock, the guild managed to repay outstanding rents and also raised sufficient funding to stand at the bidding. That just goes to show how vital the dock is. The IPC seeks to unleash the full potential of the dock, taking full advantage of its role as a logistics center, thus transforming Aurum Alley into one of the most advanced commercial ports in the galaxy. And that, honorable ladies and gentlemen, is the rejuvenation that everyone has been hoping for. Members of Aurum Alley Merchant Guild, I hope you're all by utilizing the dock, the guild managed to repay outstanding rents and also raised sufficient funding to stand. The IPC seeks to unleash the full potential of the dock, taking full.
How are interastral cargo ships supposed to dock? There isn't enough room.
To address this, most of the shops will need to be relocated. The IPC will redesign the layout of the whole area to make sure ships can move in and out smoothly. We expect at least the same trading volume as Cloudford. Rest assured, all the shops that need relocating will receive generous compensation from the IPC. The package we've prepared will make everyone happy.
Classic IPC.
The IPC seeks to unleash the full potential, and that, honor.
How can you be sure that everyone's vision aligns with yours?
I was using a figure of speech, but our vision of rejuvenation will benefit the majority.
Shouldn't you gather people's opinions first?
Do we have any proof?
And that, honorable ladies and gentlemen, is the rejuvenation that everyone has been hoping for.
The shops think otherwise.
According to the poll we conducted earlier with business owners, most of them have already partnered with the Merchant Guild and wish to preserve their current business model. Artistry Hardware is among the shops that registered this answer.
Father has never been the shrewdest when it comes to business matters. I'm afraid his opinions don't constitute the most valuable insights. In agreeing with your approach, those shops may risk missing the bigger picture and opportunities for future growth.
Mingxi, please share with us what the guild has in mind.
As Xiao Han mentioned, the IPC sees the dock as the most valuable asset the alley has to offer. But for us, the local shops are what makes the alley special. The guild serves the sole purpose of helping local businesses. We will help the alley reclaim the title of the best night market on the Lawfu.
Best night market on the Lawfu? With the IPC's funding pouring in, hundreds of commercial centers will sprout. Why would people come to Aurum Alley when they have so many other options? Nobody cares about that title anymore.
Say what you want, but we care.
What makes you so determined to hold on to this idea of a food street? Why can't the revival of the alley take on other forms?
Because people want it to retain its food street. We have proof of that.
Do we have any proof?
Best night market on the La Fu? With the IPC...
When people think of Aurum Alley, they think about its food. The two notions can't be separated.
We organized a crossover between the Merchant Guild and Spices Supreme. By sending out coupons and gifts, we attracted twice as many customers as we normally would. This shows that food is still a big reason why people visit the alley.
The revival you envision involves throwing pots of money into building a port, while forcing away most local businesses. Wouldn't that erase the very identity of the alley? Our approach protects the people who made the alley what it is today.
That concludes our discussion. We will inform all participants of the result when a decision has been made. Thank you all for coming.
Sorry, I was zoning out. I'd heard that Xiao Han had matured a lot since returning from his study abroad. It would appear the time he spent outside the Xianzhou really did make him a better person. You're right. It really got me thinking. Even though it seems like we're doing the right thing, will we still think so 10 years from now? Sorry. You don't have to listen to me daydreaming. I'll head back to the dock for now.
Do you think the guild won the bid? It sure feels like it sometimes. Anyway, no point in standing around here worrying. I'm heading back to the alley. Talk to you soon.
You're here. I'm the one who dragged you into all this. I must thank you again. Thank you for everything you've done for the guild and the alley.
Yeah, all in a day's work.
You two have done a lot to help us. You deserve every bit of praise. Now that I've finally got some free time, I'm starting to reflect on the choices I made and the reasons behind them. The president and Xiao Han had different perspectives because they came from different backgrounds. And I can't help but feel the decisions I made were somewhat restricted by my own background.
The same can be said for all of us.
If that's true, the only way to get a wider perspective is to leave my comfort zone and look outward. The answer to reviving Aurum Alley isn't necessarily within the alley itself. And that's why I secured an internship opportunity at Pier Point with the help of Xiao Hong. Once I wrap up here, I'll be on my way. I plan to entrust the alley to you two. If you ever need any help, just ask the president.
That's right. If you wish to continue with the inventory or logistics planning, come and find me.
I hope I can come back with new insights. Bye for now. I'll see you when I get back.
Guess we can say that's it for today's episode. Be eager to help those in need and do one good deed a day. I like to practice what I preach, but I never thought we'd accomplish so much. Bailu told me you two heard me yelling before you showed up. Is that true? It feels surreal that everything worked out for the alley. Yeah, everything could have easily gone wrong. Sure, there were clashes and distrust, but virtually everyone was acting in the best interest of the alley. If that hadn't been the case, the whole thing would have fallen apart. I say virtually because of Scott, of course. Lucky for us, he wasn't as smart as he thought he was. Exactly. Madame Yukong would never allow malicious competition. If we hadn't taught Scott a lesson, the Skyfaring Commission would have done so anyway. Taking all that into account, did we get lucky? Or was Aurum Alley always destined to pull through? Agreed. I guess the love and care for the alley brought everyone together. And that's why, despite all the difficulties, things turned out for the best. Better start getting used to it. Monologues aside, there's still plenty of work to do to get the alley back on track. The doc still needs your help. Let me know if you run into trouble again. I'll be there. Talk to you later.